Good morning, everyone. 10 a.m., April 1st, City of Pasadena, Texas. Council meeting is called to order. Pastor Eddie, are you here? Yes. I see you, sir. You'll lead the invocation, and Council Member Villarreal will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone would please stand.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this day that you've given us, this April 1st of 2025. Father, we ask you for your blessings upon Mayor Jeff Wagner, Ruben Villarreal, Bianca Valerio, Emmanuel Guerrero, Batman Hout, Jonathan Estrada, Dolinda Orlando Ibarra, Thomas Chaubain, as they meet today in this council meeting. Lord, may your peace and your love continue to abound as we have seen it in the city of Pasadena, Texas. We thank you for everything you've done, and we ask for continued progress as we see it happening these years. Lord, that Mayor Jeff Wagner has graciously accepted to be mayor of Pasadena. May we continue to see positive growth and your blessings abound. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor.
Pledge allegiance to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. To the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Yeah, I got off there. Councilman.
Full house. We have a full house today. Just want to thank everyone for being here. Hope you guys have a great day.
Ms. Valerio.
Glad to see you all here. Thank you.
Mr. Guerrero.
I'll go on record saying it's a breaking number of attendance. We're glad to see you, Rangers. It's always a pleasure to see you all, and your principal. I don't know how he does it, but he ranges everyone in. Thank y'all for joining us. Impact Pasadena, thank you for joining us. Now Christina wrangles them in. Thank y'all for being here. We appreciate your countless support. In these heated times of election, it's more important now than ever to be aware of our democratic process and understand the policies and the candidates, and vote for the candidate who best serves to support and embody your ideals. Want to highlight how we have interesting podium warriors that come up here and take personal jabs from any side or anyone in no shape, form. Is that okay and is that right? We want to show that we are a better city. We rise above that. And certain people that come up here who are employed by certain people would beg to differ and personally attack people. Let's ignore that and move forward in a positive way together. Want to highlight also Honorable Phil Caton. Thank you for being up here, former council member. He's aware of what I'm speaking of, correct? So thank you all for joining us.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Van Hatt.
A couple weeks ago, the county had a meeting regarding Spencer Highway. This is all the way from 45 to 146. They are looking at making safety improvements. This is not rebuilding the road. This is things like adding sidewalks where they're missing, bike lanes, maybe a median, or crosswalks with a crosswalk island, anything that would help safety and reduce crashes. It's adding little things and tweaking it to improve it. Now they're planning 3 public meetings, and they are spread along the length of Spencer. You can go to any one of them that fits your schedule. There's Tuesday, April 8th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at South Houston High School. Thursday, April 10th, 6 to 8 p.m., East Harris County Activity Center. And Saturday, April 12th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Heritage Elementary on East Boulevard in Deer Park. They do not have a set presentation, so you don't have to be there at a certain time to hear the speech. You can wander around, look at the displays, and share your comments. And you can also get a little more information or put comments at Spencer Highway, that's HWY, corridor.com.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Dow.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to welcome members of Impact Pasadena, Keller Middle School, and all familiar faces, including former council member Phil Caton. So with that, I pass. Y'all have a good day.
Mr. Ibarra.
I want to thank Pastor Serrano for the invocation. Thank you for coming out. Gus Tamez, I don't see him anywhere, but there he is, and we've aged together. But thank you for your 35 years of service in the traffic department. You've been a help over the years. Rangers, thank you for coming out. And there was some questions about some ducks near Crenshaw Park last council meeting. I just want to kind of give you an update on that. I know there's a lot of neighborhoods around Crenshaw Park that complain about the ducks and the feces and the urine. This is something that the administration and the Parks Department has been working on for the last 6 months. There is a legal and procurement process, so it takes some time. They are working with the Texas Wildlife to make sure that we humanely relocate the ducks. So it is getting addressed, but like I said, in government, things move slow sometimes, so give us some time. But I do want to thank the Parks Department for working on that. And I want to wish my friend Alicia Cardenas a happy birthday. With that, I'll pass.
Mr. Shinbaum.
Good morning, everyone. It's always great to see so many people come out, and today we have an exceptionally packed house. Starts out with Keller Middle School. Thank you for always being partners with the city of Pasadena and being involved and learning how city government works. So thank y'all. We look forward to hearing from you. Impact Pasadena, it's always good to see y'all because you're the folks that have made an investment to be a part of our city and be a part of our growth at an expanded level. So we look forward to visiting with you after the council meeting as well. Gus Tamez, you don't have your hat on today. 35 years, congratulations, and thank you for everything that you've done in our traffic department to make us a safer community and your team that you supervise. So thank you very much. Also, too, I'd like to recognize former council member Phil Caton. Thank you for being here with us today. And how many of y'all filled out your March Madness bracket? Is anybody still alive in that bracket? Most of us don't fare very well, but I tell you what, let's get behind our Houston Cougars. They're in the Final Four. Let's go Cougs, and let's win this national championship. And with that, I pass.
Thank you, sir. Okay, council. Citizens wishing to speak to council. First up, Keller.
Mayor Wagner and City Council members, we are excited to share that on Saturday, March 29th, Pasadena ISD hosted its annual Get Fit Jog Challenge. All students that participated must have run 40 miles during the school year. In 6th grade, 7 boys and 2 girls were in the top 30 runners. And in 5th grade, 6 boys and 6 girls were in the top 30 runners. Keller won for most participation for 15 years in a row. It's a tradition. We have won each year that it has been held since we opened.
This is our last board meeting of the school year. Next year, different people may be sitting where some of you are sitting now. We wanted to take this time to thank you for always welcoming all the Keller Rangers that have attended these meetings over the years. At Keller, we do have to say that we miss people when they leave our school family. We say that we will remember you, so we would like you to know that our Keller family will remember you and all the contributions that you have made for Pasadena community. From our hearts to your hearts, we wish you well. Rangers, lead the way.
Thank you all so much. Good job. Good job. Ms. Womack, you're up.
I always have to follow them. I tried to get here early. Way to go, Rangers.
So the Pasadena Chamber is happy to be here today to give you an update on our recent mayoral forum as we seek to make a case for business through connecting, advocating, serving, and educating our businesses and community members. So thank you first to all 4 of the candidates that participated. For those that are maybe going to watch this later or who are behind me who don't know, the Chamber did live stream and record the mayoral forum, and so we've made that available on the Chamber website. You can find that by clicking on the banner ad or on our advocacy drop-down page where it says meet the candidates. We understand a full hour of content might be hard for everybody to sit through and find time for, so we, starting yesterday, have chopped those videos up without editing any content or candidates' remarks so that you can see their introductions, learn about the candidates, and their answers to each of the questions that we asked. So if you don't follow the Chamber's social media, you can follow us on Facebook, as well as all of this will be made available on our website. All 43 candidates also were invited to participate in our online candidate questionnaire, and so you can click on all 37 of those candidates who chose to participate to learn more about each of them running for office, and so you don't have to be a chamber member to have access to that information, so we invite you to do that. We also produced the Pasadena Chamber of Commerce voter guide. I've brought extra copies here today at the back of the room for anybody that wants additional copies so that you can learn more about the candidates that are seeking to earn your vote in the May 3rd election. There's one more opportunity to connect with the candidates that the Chamber is hosting, and to our knowledge is the only opportunity for candidates all coming together. We have about 33 of the 43 confirmed to participate in our April 10th membership luncheon. Again, you don't have to be a Chamber member to attend this event or even stay for lunch. You can come for just the Candidate Expo Thursday, April 10th at Pasadena Ballroom. That's at the corner of Shaver and Spencer. So if you want to attend, you can go to pasadenachamber.org to see all the event information. But we thank all of the candidates for participating and hope that you take advantage of this opportunity to come network. At this event, we will also be celebrating nonprofit organizations because if you didn't know, April is National Volunteer Appreciation Month. The Chamber cannot do what we do without the support of the hundreds of volunteers who not only join the Chamber but also serve the Chamber. And so at this event also, we will have 30 nonprofit organizations for you to have an opportunity to connect with and learn how you can engage. And so nowhere else in one place can you meet all the people who want to serve you and earn your vote and all the people who are serving to meet the needs of our community through the amazing nonprofits. We look forward to honoring our 2025 Jackie Welch Spirit of Community recipient. This year it goes to Project Joy and Hope as our nonprofit of the year. So you can also come to congratulate them and learn about all of the nonprofits that are doing amazing work in our community. The Pasadena Chamber is here to serve our community. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Mr. Rick, you're up.
Mayor and Council, it's an honor to be here with you today. Thank you for your service to our city. I'm here to introduce you to the Impact Pasadena Leadership Program. We are in our 5th cohort, and they are sitting here with us. We have 14 members going through. We've had 52 graduates up to this point, and many of you know many of those graduates. They have been actively involved in our community. They've been a diverse representation of our community, from business to community involvement, to nonprofits, to industry. And one of the unique characteristics about Impact Pasadena Leadership is that it isn't about future leaders. Every one of our participants that go through this code are already leading. They're already making an impact and an influence in our community. They are business owners, they're entrepreneurs, they are growing their businesses, multiplying their businesses. And one of our passions, we say, for everyone who comes through is that we ask them to be committed to investing and giving back to our community. So that's an expectation from day one. So they have to be involved in our community through their business, through living, through play, through social, through shopping and engaging in their resources. But their commitment to our city to make our city better is one of the core requirements. The other thing that makes this program so unique in leadership programs is we've got a mentor program that they're a part of, and many of you have been involved in some of that and have seen the work of that. And the mentors are walking alongside them. They are successful business owners and leaders in our community who are sharing their wisdom, their experience, and their journey. So we're thankful to be able to partner with the PEDC in meeting some of the strategic plans and goals that they've had for our city. And this is our 5th year with our 5th cohort, continuing to impact and influence our community in positive ways with a vision outside of themselves for something greater than the personal gain, but the gain of bettering our city for all citizens, from businesses to nonprofits to the citizens that come and work and play here. So we're thankful for the opportunity, and Mayor, we look forward to having lunch with you and the City Council later as you're able to. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Stephen Alvarez? Oh, after everybody.
Morning, everyone. I've said this before, but many people are not, it's not always the same attendees here, so many people forget or remember and just don't know how to speak up and help me out. But I'm here because my family's under attack. Wagner, he tried to use our tax dollars, use our police department to try to incarcerate my wife and to discourage me from coming up here and speaking the truth. I mean, I'm not speaking just for my wife, I'm speaking for my children. I have beautiful daughters just like these girls right here. Mis hijas tan bonitas como ustedes. And I'm fighting for them because they can't fight for themselves. I'm the backbone of the house. I get all these people that get up here and lie about me. But for the most important thing, the reason why I'm here is because Pasadena is their future. When they finish school, they're going to look for employment here. When they go to their own community in Pasadena, they're going to live around people that have certain mindsets. And there are certain negative mindsets that we have to eliminate from Pasadena. We have to be a better Pasadena. And I feel that actions speak louder than words. The people that we are going to vote for come April 22nd through May 3rd, you have to go by their actions, not by their words. I go to church with Mr. Shanebine. Shanebine knows that I'm happy to have him a member at our church. But he voted to raise our taxes. And that was after Mr. Villarreal.
Point of order.
See,
Don't
now
interrupt, Mayor.
this is a violation of my constitutional rights right here. When she barks like that, she has not picked up the copy of the Constitution, but she'll pick up drugs. You see what I mean? If she picked up the Constitution, she would know that I have a freedom of speech up here. Have you not learned that yet?
Mayor, point of order.
Don't
Excuse
interrupt,
me, sir.
Councilwoman.
What's the point of order?
Violation of ordinances, that we are not to be disparaging remarks nor campaigning, brandishing political for or against any political candidate.
You can't mention anything about the campaign.
Is that against the Constitution?
Absolutely.
No, it's not. Listen, you're right. It is against the Constitution, meaning I can speak, because the Constitution trumps any rule that you make here.
Sir.
I want to make that clear.
Sir, we do have rules. You can't talk campaign.
If it violates the Constitution, your rule is void.
That's not true.
That is true, very true.
Go ahead, sir. You got the rest of your.
I need my time back.
Go ahead, go.
Reset it back. Reset it back to 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I don't think so, sir.
How much time do I have left?
How much time? Go ahead, sir.
Man, this is wrong. So again, he's trying to shove down Rex down our throat. Rex is his chauffeur. Okay, he found Rex at the flea market. We do not need to vote for somebody like that. Okay, our tax dollars are too valuable to be paying for people who don't even have a formal education. Okay, Rex doesn't have a formal education. Shanebine doesn't have a formal education. The only one that's shining star is the Marine.
Sir.
The Marine and a formal education.
Sir.
That is what's here. And this type of corruption needs to stop.
Sir.
It needs to stop today.
Sir, you're interrupting
Stopping a person from
sir,
speaking is just
interrupting
nasty.
the meeting again, sir. Follow the rules. Follow the rules. Follow the rules. No more comments from you. No, no more comments. Next up is Ralph Morrissey.
That dude right there, Fowler. We're tired of Ku Klux Klans.
No more comments, sir. Ralph Morrissey, I called you. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know if you heard it.
In 1975, deed restrictions were established in Fairmont Estates by the developer. All homeowners automatically agreed to follow them when buying a home. Unlike building codes that are confirmed by a building permit, deed restriction compliance is up to the homeowner, in other words, self-regulation. If a violation is noticed, any homeowner can make a complaint with the city or file a lawsuit in Harris County District Court to force compliance. Day one, Mr. Alvarez was made aware of his deed restriction violation. constructing a 2-story apartment building in our single-family residential neighborhood. The city sent notice. He ignored everyone, including the courts. He faces contempt of court charges with the threat of getting fined or jail time if he doesn't comply. And that's why his wife is under threat, because her name's on D2, and he's a bad person. For 5 years, he bullied neighbors, especially the widowed senior citizen living behind him, who at the time was caring for her Alzheimer's-stricken mother. Several years ago, Mr. Alvarez started coming to city council meetings, badgering the mayor, legal department, and certain city council members. He labeled anyone who opposes him a racist, a hater, a communist, or worse. I find it most upsetting that 2 city councilmen, Manny Guerrero and Orlando Ibarra, joined Team Alvarez, and even though the courts have ruled him in violation, submitted affidavits in opposition to the court's ruling, which ordered Mr. Alvarez to become compliant. Neither councilman represents District F, where we live, yet they chose to insert themselves into our fight. Personally, I wish they would stay in their own lane. So why would they do this? Only they can say for sure. However, Councilman Ibarra, in a text message, stated, Alvarez taking the lead and coming to city council now. The lead to do what? Cause mayhem? Attack political opponents? And what does Mr. Alvarez get in return? A promise to force his neighbors to accept his apartment building, further increasing his rental portfolio? I have a suggestion for both councilmen. Stay away from people that act like a victim in a problem they created. It would serve you well.
Thank you, sir. Alan Fowler.
I'm talking on the same subject as Ralph did, and I want to direct my comments to the council and specifically at Mr. Transparency over here. You know, he talked about if he is elected, wants to have all this transparency.
Mayor, point of order. He's talking about the campaign.
Okay, I'm talking directly what you're doing now. How about that?
Okay, absolutely. Stay away from the campaign. Thank you.
So, if you're transparent, what you did is you made a decision to interfere in a settled court case by having a declaration. Were you transparent with this council and had a discussion with them? No. Did you talk to the legal department? No. Did you talk to my neighborhood? You refused to talk to me. I tried to talk to you. Other people have talked to you. So if you're gaining all this information on all of us and you're going to sit there and allow a guy to say the stuff that he did that you know to be false, because and one of the things I saw that you said he was an asset to the community. I've spent 20 years coaching. For the last 15 years, I run a nonprofit for Blue Skies Over Autism for families living with autism. And you're okay with not talking to me and anyone like me and that lives in my neighborhood for a guy like that who's obviously put himself in a bad hole. What I like to say to you is if you're going to be a leader in transparency, what do you think about, next time you talk, instead of doing pleasantries, tell me what you think about a councilman calling a citizen a sex offender from up here. That happened. How about no due process for a councilman calling for a councilwoman to step down over charges that were not accepted? How about that? How about how you went from District A to G with a 1-year residency rule in place? How'd that happen? And, you and some other folks are misrepresenting Alvarez when he got arrested. People said it was for what he said in those 3 minutes. It's when he interrupted people, including me, our time to talk. So why don't you care about the rest of us instead of one little guy that's helping you out, and this is how you scratch his back? See you.
Thank you, sir. Okay. Council brings down the presentation of service award.
Good morning, Mayor and Council. I would like to recognize Gus Temez today for his lengthy service to the city of Pasadena. Gus is being recognized for having 35 years of service, and he is with the traffic department. So thank you, Gus, for your dedication and commitment to the city of Pasadena.
We'll give you that one. Thank you, Gus. Appreciate it. Okay, council presentation of minutes, March 18th, 2025, 6 PM. Got a motion, Guerrero,
Second.
second by Ibarra. Any questions? All in favor? Opposed? Brings us down to progress payments. Motion Shanebine, second by Guerrero. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Brings us down to finance resolutions. Motion Guerrero,
Mayor,
second by, was that Dow?
well, yeah, I'd like to abstain from
You can
Dalvin.
second it and then.
Yeah, I'll second it,
Okay.
yes. And then I'll
Any
abstain.
question? No, go ahead.
Abstain.
Madam Secretary, did you hear? Okay, we got it. Okay, all in favor? Any opposed? Okay, brings us down to personnel changes. A, motion Valerio, second by Dow. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Okay, on personnel changes B, the Mayor Pro Tem will step in and I will step out.
Motion.
Second.
Second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Passes. Okay, I'll take over the council meeting again. Brings us down to city boards and commission. A, Bella Heights Residence Townhome Subdivision, 42 lots, 10 reserved, 2 blocks. Motion Guerrero,
Second.
second by Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Madam Secretary, brings us down to final readings.
Ordinance 2025-67, ordinance 2025-68, 2025-69, 2025-70, 2025-71, 2025-72, 2025-73, 2025-74, 2025-75, 2025-76, 2025-77, 2025-78, 2025-79, 2025-80, 2025-81, 2025-82.
Motion.
Motion by Ibarra, second by Valerio. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? All right, Madam Secretary, you may take a drink and get ready for first readings.
Ordinance 2025-83, authorizing approving a contract by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and the Pasadena Independent School District for transportation services for the Parks and Recreation Summer Day Camp. Ordinance 2025-84, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pasadena at Chapter 24, Parks and Recreation, Section 24-13, fees to add a new rental fee for Holly Bay Pavilion to create an effective date of April 16, 2025, providing a repealing clause, providing a savings clause, and providing for severability. Ordinance 2025-85, amend or approved Ordinance 2023-164, previously amended by 2024-65, and extended under Ordinance 2024-212, a professional services agreement with Concept Engineers Incorporated for services related to construction management for the City of Pasadena Home Investment Partnership Program, and appropriate additional funds in the amount of $7,500. Ordinance 2025-86, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Pasadena, Texas at Chapter 2, Administration, Article 7, Code Enforcement, to adopt the 2024 International Property Maintenance Code and authorize the Chief of Police to appoint a code official to enforce the Property Maintenance Code, providing a repealing clause, providing a savings clause, providing a severability clause, and a penalty clause. Ordinance 2025-87, authorizing and approving the renewal of property and windstorm insurance coverage for a one-year term effective May 26, 2025, and expiring May 26, 2026 through McGriff. Ordinance 2025-88, authorizing approving a contract by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and AKV Consulting Engineers for on-call engineering, design, and construction support services for the City of Pasadena for a total appropriation of $200 million from the General Fund Balance Account. Ordinance 2025-89, authorizing approving an agreement by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and H.R. Green Incorporated for professional services for water system planning, engineering, and modeling assistance for the City of Pasadena for a total appropriation of $100,000 from the Water Production Operating Account. Ordinance 2025-90, authorizing approving a contract by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and Fastenal Company for the purchase of mechanical repair and operation supplies utilizing Fastenal's cooperative contract Omni Partners number R240802 award in accordance with state law. Ordinance 2024-91, authorizing and approving a contract between the City of Pasadena, Texas, and the Clifford Power System Incorporated for the purchase of 2 portable generators for the city's lift stations for a total appropriation in the amount of $208,828, using by board contract number 75724. Ordinance 2024-92, authorizing approving the purchase by the City of Pasadena, Texas, of body-worn camera system through by board cooperative contract number 74324 from Utility Associates Incorporated in the amount of $500,842.20 and a like payment annually for 4 years thereafter for a total amount of $2,504,211. Ordinance 2025-93, authorizing approving the purchase by the City of Pasadena, Texas of 2026 Chevrolet LCF regular cab cargo truck from Lake Country Chevrolet, utilizing the TIPS cooperative contract number 240901 in the amount of $83,238. Ordinance 2025-94, authorizing approving contract for the purchase of 2 John Deere 17 P-tier compact excavators from King Ranch Ag and Turf by the City of Pasadena, Texas through Sourcewell contract number 011723-JDC. Ordinance 2025-95, authorizing approving a contract for the purchase of 2 John Deere Z970R Z-Track mowers, 4 John Deere Z930 Z-Track mowers, 1 John Deere Pro Gator 2030A, 1 John Deere Precision Cut triplex mower, 1 John Deere 5060E cab utility tractor, and 3 Alamo 88-inch super heavy-duty flail mowers from King Ranch Ag and Turf by the City of Pasadena, Texas through Sourcewell contract number 112624-DAC. Ordinance 2025-96, authorizing a contract with Kimnell and Associates LLC for El Jardín Beach restroom improvement CIP number R090 through the Interlocal Purchasing Systems contract number 241001 for a total appropriation of $287,289.20. Ordinance 2025-97, authorizing approving the purchase of digitalized Prism LX alarm monitoring system from Digitize Incorporated to monitor the fire alarm systems at city facilities and appropriating the amount of $49,584. Ordinance 2025-98, authorizing approving a contract with the City of Pasadena and Polk Mechanical Company for the purchase of 1 replacement 2-cell Vapco cooling towers for the Pasadena Police Department, utilizing the Interlocal Purchasing System contract number 2201602 and appropriating the amount of $317,735. Ordinance 2025-99, authorizing approving a contract between the City of Pasadena and Polk Mechanical for the purchase of 1 replacement 80-ton air-cooled carrier chiller at the municipal court using the Interlocal Purchasing Systems contract number 230104001 and appropriating the amount of $155,292. Ordinance 2025-100, authorizing approving the purchase by the City of Pasadena, Texas of 1 12-ton track Zoom Boom grinder winch from TT Technologies Incorporated using the buy board contract number 68422 and appropriating the amount of $234,000. Ordinance 2025-101, authorizing approving the purchase by the City of Pasadena, Texas of 1 2025 Ingot Silver Ford 15-passenger transit van from Silsby Ford utilizing the TIPS cooperative contract number 240901 and appropriating the amount of $61,427.50. Ordinance 2025-102, authorizing approving the purchase by the City of Pasadena, Texas of 33 vehicles from Lake Country Chevrolet utilizing the TIPS cooperative contract number 240901 in the amount of $1,740,091.52. Ordinance 2025-103, authorizing approving extension of annual contract for Ready Mix and U-Cart for a period of 1 year approved by Ordinance 2024-82 between the City of Pasadena, Texas and Jerson Concrete for Ready Mix and Red Bluff Concrete doing business as Bay Area Rentals for U-Cart. Ordinance 2025-104, authorizing approving a contract between the City of Pasadena, Texas and True North Emergency Management for disaster debris removal monitoring and consulting services for the City of Pasadena for a period of 3 years. We're almost there. Ordinance 2025-105, authorizing and approving the purchase and installation of playground equipment from the Playwell Group Incorporated at Light Company Park using buy board contract number 67922. Ordinance 2025-106, authorizing approving a 12-month supply contract with NAFCO for the purchase by the City of Pasadena, Texas, of firefighting protective clothing through buy board contract number 69823. Ordinance 2025-107, authorizing approving the purchase and installation of a concrete pad and site furnishings from Lone Star Recreation of Texas LLC using buy board contract number 67922. Ordinance 2025-108, authorizing approving contract between the City of Pasadena, Texas and Crowder Gulf LLC for emergency debris removal services for the City of Pasadena for a period of 1 year. Ordinance 2025-109, authorizing approving a contract between the City of Pasadena and Year Route Energy Services Company, LLC, doing business as Energy Systems Group, Southwest LLC, for facility efficiency upgrades, Phase 1 and Phase 2, CIP M051 and M052, utilizing the interlocal purchasing system contract number 231002 for a total appropriation of $744,002.60. Ordinance 2025-110, amending Ordinance 2024-159, which adopted the annual budget for the fiscal year 2025 for the City of Pasadena, Texas. Ordinance 2025-111, authorizing and approving the contract between the City of Pasadena, Texas and D&W Contractors Incorporated for the 2025 Asphalt Overlay Program Project CIP number S191 in the amount of $4,953,200 with a contingency of $546,800 for a total appropriation of $5,500,000. Ordinance 2025-112, authorizing approving an agreement by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas and Intertech PSI for environmental services for the Special Ops Garage Building Property, 4801 Spencer Highway, CIP number P015, for a total appropriation in the amount of $9,050 from the Crime Control and Prevention District Fund. Ordinance 2025-113, authorizing approving a contract by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas and Alpha Laval Incorporated for the Vents Bayou Wastewater Treatment Plant BFP Rebuild CIP number WW109 for a total appropriation of $607,577.25 to be funded from the System Fund retained earnings. Ordinance 2025-114, authorizing approving an agreement by and between the City of Pasadena, Texas and HR Green Incorporated for design services for Red Bluff Terrace Phase 1 Street Improvement Project CIP number S248 and Red Bluff Terrace Phase 2 Street Improvements Project CIP number S249 for a total appropriation of $1,094,630 to be funded from the 2018 Certificate of Obligation Fund Balance Account, Ike Alternative Project Fund Balance Account, and the General CIP Fund Balance Account.
Motion Valerio, second by Dow. Any questions?
Mayor.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Hey, Bar, go ahead.
Oh, Amanda, I just want to say good job on 32 ordinances that she read. And so it is election time in Pasadena, but we're actually getting work up there. We're actually getting work done here in the city. And as you see, there's 32 different ordinances addressing streets, parks, you name it. We're trying to make a difference here in the city before the end of the year. So tune out the noise. With that, I'll pass.
Go ahead, sir.
Well, somebody stole my thunder, Madam Secretary. Thank you. You did a great job, no hesitation. See, kids, I want to be on that level. But to echo sentiment, the Pasadena we care, and we're glad that you all joined us for that. Thank you.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Madam Secretary, one more drink, and let's get these resolutions read.
Resolution 2025-67, authorizing the mayor of the City of Pasadena on behalf of the Pasadena Police Department to accept donations from Vista Daycare LLC doing business as Alpha Academy number 3, $50. Fairmont Orthodontics, PA, $100. Occidental Chemical Corporation, $2,300. And Topso, $2,000 for the Police Resiliency and Mentorship Program Unit. Resolution 2025-68, accepting in-kind donations of prizes for bingo event valued at $110 from the McInnes Fox Health Insurance Brokers for use by the Parks and Recreation Department in connection with the Madison Joe Senior Center. Resolution 2025-69, accepting an in-kind donation of prizes for bingo event valued at $150 from McInnes Fox Health Insurance Brokers for use by the Parks and Recreation Department in connection with the Madison Joe Senior Center. Resolution 2025-70, accepting a monetary donation in the amount of $200 from Frank and Juana Schleiman for use by the Parks and Recreation Department in connection with Madison Joe Senior Center events. Resolution 2025-71, approving and authorizing the acceptance of $10,000 from Chevron Pasadena Refinery for use by the Parks and Recreation Department in connection with the lobby furniture for Madison Job Senior Center. Resolution 2025-72, approving the quarterly compiled financial statements of the City of Pasadena, Texas for the 3 months ended March 31st, 2024, as submitted by Crowe LLP Certified Public Accountants. Resolution 2025-73, authorizing the Pasadena Police Department to apply for a grant from the Gary Sinise Foundation in the amount of $12,000. This is a non-matching grant. Resolution 2025-74, a resolution of the City Council of Pasadena, Texas, authorizing the submission of an application to the Texas General Land Office for Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Relocation Program, and authorizing the mayor and/or his designee to act as the city's executive officer and authorized representative in all matters pertaining to the city's participation in the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Relocation Program, $900,000. Resolution 2025-75, a resolution of the City Council of Pasadena, Texas, authorizing the submission of an application to the Texas General Land Office for Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Reallocation, I cannot say that word, the program, and authorizing the mayor and/or his designee to act as the city's executive officer and authorized representative in all matters pertaining to the city's participation in the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Reallocation Program, $600,000. Resolution 2025-76, a resolution of the City Council of Pasadena, Texas, authorizing and submission of an application to the Texas General Land Office for Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Reallocation Program, authorizing the mayor and/or his designee to act as the city's executive officer and authorizing representative in all matters pertaining to the city's participation in the Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Reallocation Program, $500,000. Resolution 2025-77, a resolution authorizing the mayor of the City of Pasadena on behalf of the Pasadena Police Department to accept donations from Pasadena Sporting Goods, which includes clothing, apparel, and tennis shoes valued at $479,000.04, and Brooks Storage for 6 months of storage valued at $780 to store the items from Pasadena Sporting Goods. Resolution 2025-78, a resolution on behalf of the Pasadena Police Department to apply for the State of Texas Motor Vehicle Crime Prevention Authority grant program in the amount of $123,383. Resolution 2025-79, authorizing the Office of Emergency Management on behalf of Maintenance Services to submit a grant application to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, Texas Emissions Reduction Plan, and partial reimbursement on the purchases of clean burning, compressed natural gas-powered heavy-duty vehicles. Resolution 2025-80, a resolution confirming the mayor's appointment of San Juana Elizondo and Roxanne Caton to the City of Pasadena Public Library Board to replace the vacancies now existing on the board in accordance with the bylaws of the said board and city ordinances.
Motion Valerio, second by Shanebine. Any questions? All in favor? Any opposed? Want to thank everybody for coming out. God bless. Meeting is adjourned. If council will just wait 1 second, we're going to take a picture with Impact. Meeting is adjourned.